Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode of Bear here, 29-year veteran of the woods. You're joining him on kind of a rainy and overcast Sunday. I hope it's better out where you are here. You know what? You usually do this on Saturdays, but had to kind of skip a Saturday and do it on a Sunday. So a little bit of a sailing streaming Sunday. There we go. Something should have added that to the title there. Sailing streaming Sunday. I tell you what, people, I can't be just jibber jabbering around here. We've got so much stuff to get to. Bear was literally writing all that down. Right before he goes online. Should have actually added a couple minutes to it before we got started there, but that's okay. That's alright. That's why we turn this down just a little bit. Sorry about that, people. Trying to do one of these days we'll do a professional show. It won't be today, but you know what? It will be one of these days. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. There we go. Alright, well, what we do, we try and do this kind of every month, starting out at the month here. Maybe should have done it the other day since it was right before October, but since we're in October, we'll go ahead, get right on into it here. Let's see, where's Bear's mouse? There it is. Let's get right on into it, people, because we've got a whole lot of show here, and a whole lot of national. This is a website called Bear, get it up here. NationalDayCalendar.com. So it tells you all the October national. Look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. We've got a lot to be aware of here. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get into it. It is October. October is National Economic Education Month, with a little asterisk on there. I'm not sure what's that all about, but that's all right. Adopt a Shelter Dog Month, and perhaps maybe a Shelter Bear Month. Anti-Depression Death Awareness Month. Gotta be aware of that. Bats Appreciation Month. We appreciate those bats over in Wuhan province over there in China. Do very much appreciate them. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Caffeine Addiction Recovery Month. You can only recover just for 1 month. Celebrating the Bilingual Child Month. There you go. The Christmas Seal Campaign, and that's going on from October 1st to the end of the year, pretty much. So there you go. Go ahead, while you're out shopping for Halloween candy and the like, go ahead and get your Christmas seals as well. Not really sure what you're going to do with a seal. I guess you put out the seal. You know, you take out the pumpkin and you put out the seal or something like that. Not really sure. That's all right. That's why we have the appreciation and awareness of Christmas Seal Campaign Month. It is also a Church Library Month. Probably only has 1 book in there, maybe 2. A Church Safety and Security Month. Gotta be secure in your church. Co-op Month. Down Syndrome. Let's try that again. Down Syndrome Awareness Month. Dyslexia. There we go, Bear. Dyslexia Awareness Month. Bear's very well aware of that. Eat Better, Eat Together Month. I don't know about that. I don't know if you want to eat everybody, but that's all right. You can eat them together and eat better. Emotional Intelligence Awareness Month. Emotionist Wellness Month. I guess they're 2 different ones there. Employee Ownership Month. Where the employees, I suppose, own things. There we go. Filipino American History Month. Oh, yes, indeed. Financial Planning Month. German American Heritage Month. Going against Filipino American History Month. They're going to have a battle royale to figure out which month it is. Global Diversity Awareness Month, totally undercutting the German and Filipino American History Month, but that's alright. Halloween Safety Month, Head Start Awareness Month, Health Literacy Month. It's also Home Eye Safety Month. It's also Dyslexia Awareness Month there. Italian American Heritage Month, going head-to-head against the Germans and the Filipinos for a battle royale there. Why do they have different awareness month for different? I don't know. International Walk to School Month. LGBT History. Did we just have that? Did we just have LGBT? I tell you what. How many months can you have? Just what? Look. The Italians and the Germans got to share a month. I mean, come on. let's just put it all in 1 month there. That's what Bear says. Long-term care planning month. Just 1 month for your long-term care. Holy cow, there's more. Oh, good God. All right. Deep breath, Bear. It's also National ADD/ADHD Awareness Month. Yes, indeed. National Animal Safety and Protection Month. It's very important for Bear. National Apple Month. National Applejack Month. National Arts and Humanities Month. It's also National Audiology Month. Audiology Awareness Month. National Bake and Decorate Month. National Book Month. National Bullying Prevention Month. Just for 1 month. That's all. National Caramel Month, National Chili Month. Don't get the two confused there. National Chiropractic Month, National Cookbook Month, National Cookie Month. Yes. National Crime Prevention Month, National Critical Illness Awareness Month, National Cybersecurity Awareness Month, National Dental Hygiene Month. Yes. I guess for Halloween. And of course for Halloween, National Dessert Month, National Disability Employment Awareness Month, National Depression Education and Awareness Month, National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, National Dropouts Prevention Month. Oh, this is probably one for our good friend out there, Mike Miller. National Dwarfism Awareness Month. There you go. Good deal. National I'm sorry. A lot of people overlook Mike Miller, but not during Dwarfism Awareness Month. Anyways, National Ergonomics Month, National Fair Trade Month, National Family Sexuality Month, Education. Oh boy, National Family Sexuality Education Month. Here we go. National Fire Prevention Month. Only you can prevent a forest fire, but only in this month. National Go on a Field Trip Month. National I'm Just Me Because Month. Don't know about that one. National Kitchen and Bath Month. National Learning and Development Month. National Liver Awareness Month. National Medical Librarian Month. Goes together with the church library. Oops. National Orthodontic Health Month. National Pasta Month. National Pet CBD Month. That's right, get your pets high. National Physical Therapy Month. National Pickle Peppers Month. National Pizza Month. Finally, it's National Pizza Month. National Pretzel Month it is also. National Principles Month. Good Lord, how many more is there? National Protect Your Hearing Month. National Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. National Reading Group Month. National Roller Skating Month. It's also National RSV Awareness Month. I'm not really sure about that. National Sarcastic Awareness Month. What a great time to have Sarcastic Awareness Month. National Sausage Month. National they're battling out here between sausage and seafood months. National Sensory Awareness Month. National Spina Bifida Awareness Month. National Stamp Collecting Month. National Sudden Cardiac Arrest Awareness Month. About to have a cardiac arrest. Holy cow, how many more do I got to read? It's also National Toilet Tank Repair Month. National Window Covering Safety Month. National Women's Small Business Month. National Work and Family Month. National Sudden Infant Death Syndrome Awareness Month. Holy Lord. Let me take a drink here. Holy cow. You gotta remember all this stuff. Organize Your Medicine Awareness Month. A Pear and Pineapple Month. A Photographer Appreciation Month. Oh, and battling it out, the Battle Royale Polish American Heritage Month. Battling it out with the Irish and the Germans and the diverse people and who else? The Filipinos. It's kind of like a Final Four there, I guess. A Positive Attitude Month. Raptor Month. It's also Rett Syndrome Awareness Month. A Rhizomes. I forget. Flowers, I suppose. A Rhizomes and Persimmons Month. A Rhubarb Month. A Right Brainers Rule! Exclamation point month. I tell you, that's going through here. Self-promotion month. That's right. Go check out, subscribe, and make sure you hit that bell for Bear's channel here as he promotes himself on self-promotion month. That's right. It's Spinach Lovers Month. It's also Squirrel Awareness Month. but that's different than Squirrel Appreciation Day in January. So, make sure you're aware of squirrels. Holy cow. How much longer? Oh, thank God. Thank God. Tackling Hunger Month? Talk about Prescription Month. It's also Vegetarian Month, which is kind of odd because it's also Sausage Month as well, so I don't know about that. Wishbones for Pets Month. Workplace Politics Awareness Month. Oh, Lord. World Blindness Awareness Month. And finally, oh, good Lord. It's also World Menopause Month. So there you go. You're all caught up. You're all caught up here in all the different awarenesses that you must be aware of this month. Don't forget one. Don't forget one, for Christ's sake. I tell you what, if you forget a National Just Because Month, or go on a field trip month, I tell you what, you should also remember National Fire Prevention Month, because only you can prevent a forest fire. Oh man, Bear needs. I tell you what, Bear needs to lie down after reading all that. Holy cow! I guess kind of towards the end there, they've got to cram in all the other different stuff that they didn't have time for during the regular year, so they just kind of cram it all into October there. So there you go. There you are. Woo! I tell you what. All right, let's move on. Move on from that. Ay, ay, ay. That took longer. Took longer than Bear thought. Took longer than Bear thought. I tell you what. All right, let's Bear get into it here. Get right on into it, because we actually have some very, very important campaign updates here. As soon as Bear can find it. Where is it? Where is it here? Come on. Let's see. Let's see. There's that. Here we go. Here we go. Sorry about that, people. I had to find it here because we're talking about another great bear out there. We're talking about good old Art T Bear. That's right, Art T Bear. He's got an update here with the line art variant cover. Yes, indeed. So if you haven't checked out a black and white from Art T Bear, go check that out. Unfortunately, it looks like this one is it only was available for a short time, which kind of I wish they wouldn't do that, Bear. Other than maybe like a special cover or something like that. Probably don't want to do these sorts of limited time stuff. Especially kind of like books like this where it's a different line art. Oh, actually, it is a cover. I apologize, people. I thought there was another book as well that was just the black and white version of all this. It kind of had all the stuff stripped away. It looks like, let Bear read it. I tell you what, Bear goes off and talks about all this stuff and doesn't even read it. It should be a national Bears Should Read Better month. That's right. It's a line art variant cover. Hi, everyone. Just a quick update to remind everybody that the line art variant cover has again been up for a couple days, and it's ITTTT will go away tonight. So if you're interested in grabbing one of those covers for your collection, be sure to go and back that tier. And that was, let's see, that was October 1st, so it was a couple days ago, so apparently that's gone on the wayside, unfortunately. But he goes on, he says, if you're like us, you like the stretch goals and the endless possibilities that they open up for you. We're very close to 68K, and from there, we'll be looking down the road to 75K, where a new and exciting stretch goal will open up. I should probably just put it at 70. Let's see. Now this is the goal you don't want to miss out on. There will be four quattro additional story pages added to the book. And this epilogue will give you a hint at what's in the future for Reed and Whitney. He says, trust me, I've got new crazy adventures all planned out for the next standalone issue of Black and White. And he says, so thanks as always, and go grab a line art variant cover for your very own. See you soon. And that's from Art. There you go. So let's see. I think Bear actually has that photo there. Let's see. Is it that one? Yeah, there we go. That's the one that he's talking about there. So pretty neat. And he's actually that's actually the color version. So you can kind of check out the difference between the two. And there was another one as well. Let's see. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. Um, Bancroft. Anyways, he did a neat little cover that Art is going to be inking, or maybe he already has inked. Bear caught a little bit of the art show that he did the other day and saw a little bit about that, but I don't know if he's got this completely inked or not. But yeah, anyways, go check out Art's channel and see one of the greats out there, one of the great bears out there. Ink this up and do it right. Do it right. There you go. So that's black and white from the great Artie Bear. Let's see. Let's get on to the for crying out loud. Oh, there it is. Of course, right in front of Bear. Right in front of Bear. So if you're familiar with the graveyard shift, that would be the John Malin. He's not doing it anymore, but he did 1 and 2. 3 is coming out, so hopefully some of you are getting your copies here pretty shortly, or maybe you already have got it. Tying in with that, you've got Mark Polton, who's also doing the writing for Graveyard Shift. He's teamed up with the good Mike McMahon out there, and they've produced a nice series of books called USAssassin. So this is book 3, and they're kind of doing a little bit of a crossover here. So let's see. He says, let's see, Bear get to it here so we can actually read it. You can read it. Let's see. Why is Bear's nose? All of a sudden started itching. All right, here we go. The USA Book 3 is past 30K. There you go. Earlier today, USAssassin Book number 3, Graveyard Shift, past 30K on Indiegogo. And he says that unlocks the Eric Weathers, Eric Letters Too Much, a 6x9 print for all backers. And next up at 35K is the Sensei Steel trading card. He says only 18 days. I tell you what, one of these days, it is Dyslexic Awareness Month. Only 18 days remain in the campaign, and he says thank you for your continued support. There you go. Let me see if I can bring up the. There's a little bit better of a picture there of. And pretty cool, actually. You know what? Some of the actually getting some really cool villains kind of coming out here. So this guy in the gas mask there, pretty cool there. Also, what was it? Let's see, the Downcast villain. That also had he was in sort of the old not scuba diving, but the old diving suit with the bell on there and everything. Pretty neat. So interesting to see kind of some of the villains out there that some of the artists are coming up with. So pretty cool there. Do check that out. And let's see, it was 18 days. That was on the first, so about 16 days left. So there you go. Check it out if you get a chance. Oh, Rat Boy, it's good to see you here. He says, what was the first comic campaign Bear supported, and did it live up to expectations? Well, the very first, Bear kind of got started with going from not knowing anything about comics. So Bear kind of coming into this very naively, number one. And number two didn't really, he knew about Kickstarter and stuff like that, but never was really into it. So Bear was looking at, oh gosh, what am I trying to say here? The Yo Boy Zach book. Oh, I'm drawing a blank on it here, for crying out loud. Anyways, the first one there. Gosh, what was it? Oh, for crying out loud, it's right on top of Bear's tongue here. Anyways, the one he did with John Malin. Looked at that. It looked pretty neat, but didn't know anything about it. And then this crazy book called Cyberfrog was coming out. So Bear was kind of checking out Indiegogo, wasn't really sure how to do it and all that sort of stuff. So by the time Bear kind of figured out some of that stuff, the campaign ended. So Bear's actual first book that he backed was Lone Star from Mike Miller. So that was the very first book, although that wasn't the very first one that came to Bear. So it was the first one that Bear backed. You can check out the review for that. Man, oh man, that was some time ago. Probably one of the first top 5 videos that Bear originally started the channel with. So it was pretty good. Liked Lone Star. Probably the second book was better. Lone Star, the first one was a little It wasn't as fleshed out as it should have been. It was a little bit confusing. The character of Lone Star just wasn't really super developed. It, Bear calls him what do you call him? A sort of depressed Boy Scout. He would either go from the good guy sort of mentality to being just really depressed and everything. So kind of like a sad Boy Scout there. It was pretty good. Nice read and everything. Mike does a great job and everything. Really like that. Probably the one that really kind of just put it into gear for Bear was the Battle Maiden book from Kyung Lee. He did a really good job with that book, and it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'll back this, I'll check it out, and you don't really have that high of expectations that you might with like a Lone Star or a Cyber Frog or something. So yeah, really surprised Bear, and that was Bear's top book, and really still is. So there you go. I hope that answers that question, because actually that's a good way to transition to. Well, let me do this real quick. We will be doing. Let me just click over here real quick. Kind of a very quick version of a review of Impossible Stars here. So we'll talk about that here in just a Jawbreakers. Oh, for crying out loud, Jawbreakers. It was on the tip of Bear's tongue. Couldn't remember. Jawbreakers was the your boy Zach and John Malin book. So, anyways, let Bear just very briefly, as he finds his way here. It was important. Yes, it was. It was important. Let me see. One moment. Oh, we'll do a professional show one of these days. There we are. Let's get out of that and go to. There we go. So let's see. Graveyard Shift 3 is dropping this week. Believe also the Expendables is coming out this week or maybe early next week or something like that. So Bear came across this just the news. Good website. It says USPS, that's the Postal Service, begins partial slowdown this week in cost-cutting measures. The postmaster, Louis DeJoy, what a name, Louis DeJoy, is attempting to slash cost amid budget woes. And this will affect people because the U.S. Postal Service this week began its planned slowdown of mail delivery through the U.S., which postal leaders hope that it will help keep costs down for the famously expensive federal agency. Nearly half of all first-class mail pieces will see a decline from 3 days of from 3 days U.S. delivery guarantee to a 5-day guarantee. So basically, and not a lot of people, I know Uncle E does first class, not a lot of people do the first class shipping in the U.S. Probably Bear's been trying to say this would be a good stretch goal for some of the campaigns is, kind of step it up to a first class shipping here. All right. So it's going from 3 days to 5 days that's for the first class. So a lot of the stuff comes in medium mail, which is probably, I'm not really sure, but probably like a 5 to 7 day shipping window there. So that might be shifted as well. So I believe your boy Zach does the tracking. I also think that John Malin does it as well. So if you get one of these tracking emails and it has a date on there, you might want to add a couple days to it because, what the story is saying here, they're going to be slowing stuff down. Mail delivery will, quote, be slower than in the 1970s. One expert told CBS News. I hope they have decent clothes and hair though. The measure is one of several, and good music too. I mean, we need some good music. The measure is one of several being taken to head off what is projected to be a $160 billion loss for the agency over the next decade. It's not too bad. It's only $16 billion a year. That's all. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyway, so that kind of something to show there to people that you might be getting your packages just a little bit slower. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, let's get into the funness here. We've got Impossible Stars here. So, Bear made, let's see if it will work here. There we go. kind of a little quick movie here from for Impossible Stars. Gonna be doing something completely different here. Something that Bear hasn't been doing that many reviews lately, so is getting back into it here and is going to do something completely different. Hopefully it'll work. If not, we'll see. We'll see here. But one of the things that Bear's trying out here is trying to do something that's called HDR, which is a wider color palette and also a sort of brighter or darker contrast as well. So when Bear kind of made this video that you're seeing here, he was doing it in HDR. So trying to export it out into the regular version that you normally see. Some of the stuff's going to get lost in there, so it's going to look a little bit flat and a little bit kind of gray looking. So that's nothing against any of the fine folks here that put out this great comic. Just so if you're watching this video and everything, it's going to be a little bit off. So hopefully coming up to the review, it'll be in HDR and it'll look a lot better. Look a lot better. All right. So, anyways, Impossible Stars. It's a book from your boy Zach, Richard C. Meyer, and also written by Chuck Dixon. That's right, one of the greats out there. The art, Renzo Rodriguez. God, Bear, meant to write this down. He's done a couple other things as well. I'm trying to remember what it was, but some really good job here by Renzo Rodriguez. Colors by Michael G, and of course lettering by Carlos M. Miguel, and edited by Richard C. Meyer. Your boy Zach. That's right. So let's just go ahead and see if it'll play here. See if it'll play. So you kind of see Bear sort of what he's doing here is kind of clipping out some different panels and whatnot and trying to put it up there. And you're kind of seeing it's a little bit kind of washed out and everything. Just kind of bear with Bear on that. So anyways, the story is about a group of people that are trying to go into the stars, as it were. Here, let me just pause it here real quick. So they're trying to go to different planets, get out of Earth's orbit and all this other stuff, trying to go faster than light. So they've got these ships that they're going to be the first people that you see here, trying to break the speed of light here. And unfortunately, something goes horribly wrong, and they can't quite make it there. But during their sort of adventures out there into the space and beyond there, they get a little bit into trouble with the alien beings out there. So yeah, again, this is supposed to be really green and it's not. I'm not sure why. Anyway, so they get in a little bit of trouble with alien beings out there, and they basically say you need to stay kind of on your home planet. You can't go to the stars or anything like that. So it's kind of the Impossible Stars portion of everything here. So anyways, they have it a couple years later, 5 years later, as it were, try to go once again, and that's actually when they meet the aliens, and then they say, you can't do this and that sort of thing. So that kind of sets up our story here. So it's basically a sort of chase. You've got two captains of ships, and one of the captains basically steals the ship. He doesn't believe that there's actually aliens out there that can harm the people. Thinks there's maybe some sort of conspiracy theory about it and everything. So he's going to test that theory. He steals. This is the gentleman right here. I probably should remember his name, but anyways, kind of our main character here. He's going to he's got a daughter there that's has some sort of medical condition or something like that. So he's going to be doing it for her. He's going to be becoming the, there we go, there's the aliens, they blasted away a city or something like that. Says, don't try that again. Well, the guy that you just saw, he's not going to take any of that. He's going to say, hey, I'm going to chance it. I'm going to be the first person to go beyond the stars, first person to go faster than light and everything. So he's decided here, you know what, I'm not going to follow the rules or anything like that and head out. So he ends up stealing the spaceship and heading out. And there's another gentleman that we'll see here pretty shortly here. They go on a chase. They go on a mission to try and capture the gentleman here before he can go faster than light. And if he does, then the aliens are going to possibly come and destroy Earth. So you've got kind of this neat little setup here of wanting to, you got two different what would you call it, motivations there. The first guy's out there trying to become the first person to go faster than light, and the other gentleman we'll see here in just a moment here. He wants to stop him. So we've got this sorts of dynamic going on, and that's basically the book. They're playing a little bit of a cat and mouse game, jumping a little bit farther out into the universe. Basically, the first time that the first ship that went out, apparently there was some sort of destructive chain reaction that if you went to a faster than light speed, it would destroy the solar system. So they needed to get further and further out. So that's what they're doing here. They're trying to jump into kind of a further out, like a Pluto or Neptune or something like that, way further out. So if something bad happens, it wouldn't destroy the entire solar system. So, anyways, the other gentleman here, Cruz, is being contacted by the military. He's got a little bit of a sort of secret or mysterious past here. He's going through all that. So we've got a little bit of a kind of a mystery going through some of the story here as well. But anyways, there he goes. He's going to be getting his mission here and heading out after the other gentleman. Bear should have remembered his name, but that's all right. That's all right. So anyways, that's kind of the long and short of the story behind Impossible Stars. Bear's not going to give away the ending or anything like that, but this is kind of what it's sort of going to look like as far as the review is going to go. Hopefully get back into it. Try a little bit of a different thing here. Normally Bear would be doing this sort of panning down or maybe zooming out or something like that. So trying something a little bit different here. Just kind of clipping the panels and posting them up. A little bit more of a sort of animated sort of style here. So trying it out. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it doesn't. No, not hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it works, and hopefully it just works. Anyways, so basically, some really great writing here by Chuck Dixon. Really kind of sets it up. A lot of times, some of the characters in some of these books, like for example, right here, some of these characters might get kind of lost. But they have their own little bits of quirks and personalities that they have going with them. So they actually become kind of fully fleshed characters rather than just kind of, okay, this is character A, character B, whatever. Maybe they might die or something like that. It doesn't really matter. Actually, they make you want to care about the character on both ships, on both ships here. So really fleshing out the characters, did a really good job with that. Also very kind of clear motivations and goal. Well, with one exception, and that's kind of getting into spoiler territory, but very clear motivations, kind of what they're doing. The gentleman here is kind of doing it for his daughter, a little bit for himself there, but he kind of promised her that he's going to be going to the stars and everything. So he's got a little bit of a baggage there, trying to do some of that stuff, but that's some pretty good stuff. Let's see. The art is very well done. Renzo is, I believe, one of the artists that's coming up. Should have looked that up before, where he had done some stuff previous, but he's doing a really good job here. Excuse me. The one thing that Bear would say, and this isn't a knock against the artist or anything like that. I think, and especially Bear going through this, taking it kind of panel by panel, he got a little bit more of appreciation than just kind of the initial read through that Bear did. So this isn't a criticism of Renzo or the art or anything like that. The only thing, Chuck Dixon did a really great job with the writing, with just a couple of exceptions here. Bear can kind of get into that. Would have wished that the art would have stepped up to the level of the writing. So for example, would have wished that maybe it would have a little bit more kind of a stylized look to it. This kind of came across as a little bit more kind of as a maybe animated movie of some kind or an animated sort of style to it. Um, Felt that it should have been a little with the story. It should have been a little bit more kind of as a gritty, or maybe just a little bit more as a sort of a style to it. Something maybe like a Blade Runner or a one of the early Star Wars movies, where it's got sort of a lived-in look. You know, everything here looks very kind of clean and crisp and all this sort of stuff. Um, Maybe have a little bit more of a sort of, like you said, a little bit more of a grittiness to it. I think would have been a little bit better for it. Again, there's nothing wrong with the art or anything like that. The colors, and again, you can't really see it here, but really great job with the colors here. You get the really black darkness of space along with some of the stylized stuff here. Again, you really can't see it a whole lot, but a lot of the reds and stuff like that really pop and kind of come out. And they did a really good job with that. Did a really good job with that. Other than that, there was a couple, like the time jumps here. I wish that it would have been just kind of they started out with the guy that was stealing the spaceship and then kind of filled in a lot of this backstory as the story went along. I think that would have made been a little bit better, you know, because you're jumping right into the action rather than getting a lot of the exposition up front here. The other was, let's see if we can kind of get to it. Maybe it will come up here. Uh, some of the stuff needed a little bit more fleshing out. For example, the twist at the very end, or this gentleman here. I wish a little bit more time would have been spent with the daughter. You know, he's doing it for her and everything, but wish that wish that maybe her character was a little bit more fleshed out, other than just being kind of the daughter character that everybody, you know, oh, I got to do it for my daughter. Well, yeah, but you want to have a little bit more meat on the bone, as it were. So a couple of things like that. Some of the stuff with the aliens, I wish they would have done a little bit more with that as well. I wish they would have talked a little bit more about some of that stuff, and then we could have gotten sort of into the conspiracy, whether or not it was true or not, and that sorts of deal. Let's see, it's kind of coming up here. Um, yeah, the character here, the sort of black lady over here on the left here. Her character, it was, you know, she's arguing with this the captain here, and it's kind of reminded Bear of. Let me just pause it here. Kind of reminded Bear of the movie The Red October, where they have the sort of political officer on board. The Sean Connery character needs to steal his sub and get it over to the U.S., but he can't let the Soviets know about it. So they got this political officer on board, and you know, he needs to get rid of the political officer before he can do, you know, continue on with the movie there. So he has to get rid of him. So kind of reminded Bear a little bit about that. But I wish her character, or I wish the sort of interaction with the characters had a little bit more to it, because basically you see them, you know, talking in the previous panel there, and then all of a sudden she's dead. So spoiler alert, sorry people. It just kind of jumped to that a little bit too quickly. I wish maybe they showed the captain, and you're going to see later where she's they're inside this sort of airlock and everything. So maybe have the captain and the other lady, the other officer, maybe go into the airlock and maybe see maybe the captain's motivation behind why he's getting rid of this particular person and everything. Maybe his regret at having to do it, but you know, got to go with the mission and all that. Some of those things could have been a little bit more fleshed out. Bear's not going to do the spoiler at the very end, but in a good way, it was very sudden, but in a bad way, it was very sudden. It didn't really the sort of twist at the end. You needed to basically get to that and then read the book again to kind of figure out. It didn't do a very good job of setting up the twist. It seems like it came out a little bit of nowhere. It did fine. It was an interesting thing, but sort of without getting into the spoilers. It was a little bit. Basically, they're just trying to become the first person to go faster than light. So it's a little bit like Chuck Yeager killing a bunch of people to become the first man to break the sound barrier, or Yuri Gagarin, like, mass murdering a bunch of people just so he can become the first person to go into space. Um, Probably should have. I think that motivation was a little bit off, and that's why Bear can't recommend this book is like a really, really, really great book. Bear almost was at like maybe the sort of one of the top books of the year here. It kind of got knocked down just a little bit just because of some of those things. Maybe if added a page to 4 here or something like that. What was it? It was like 54 pages or something like that. So maybe make it 58 pages, 60 pages, just a nice round number there. Would have kind of done a little bit more to kind of figure out the character's motivation and everything. So a slight knock on that, but otherwise a really great job by Chuck Dixon and uh, uh, Renzo here. Coming up is definitely going to be a great artist. The only comment that Bear had was wish that it was a little bit more kind of stylized, maybe a little bit more kind of a lived-in look, sort of look to it. Other than that, a really great book. Uh, uh, everybody's kind of talking about the cover here and how the cover looks. Some people don't like it. Some people really don't like it. Um, Bear was fine with it. It was something different. It was something different. Maybe have these sorts of black hole, wormhole sort of looking thing there at the very top. Maybe have that a little bit behind the sort of no icon on there, so it kind of breaks it up a little bit. It's a little hard to tell that there's a no icon on there unless you kind of look at it or something like that. So just again, a couple of those not really nitpick items, but just a couple of those things that you get a great I don't know, like the gymnast out there that kind of does the great performance and then just doesn't quite stick the landing there. So all the Russian judges are giving that a lower score than normal, but yeah, it just doesn't quite. You're like, all right, all right, all right, this could be great, and it just doesn't quite get there. But other than that, it was a really fun book. Bear wouldn't be spending all this time trying to do a review if he didn't like the book. Really good stuff. Bear's a little bit more kind of sci-fi, anyways, rather than sort of the magical or maybe superhero type stuff. So kind of fit Bear's genre just a little bit there. But yeah, I think everybody would get a good read out of it. Not really sure if it's a one-off or not. Kind of leaves it on a very interesting cliffhanger. If it is a series of books there, but yeah, if it is basically in this one, you're just dealing with the humans. You don't see the aliens or anything like that. So they might be setting it up for the next book there. So, anyways, that's that. I guess we'll get to just kind of the final thing here. The final thing here was talking a little bit about um, the sort of NFT craze and all that sort of stuff. So one of the things that Bear's been doing here lately is just kind of looking at some of the stuff related to the sort of blockchain and that sort of deal. You see, a lot of people there kind of hear about it, or hey, maybe I want to check out Mike's what does he call it? The funky monkey thing. Hey, let me check out an avatar or something like that. And it's not really sure about this brand new world of blockchain and all this other stuff. So they might be kind of coming into this a little bit naive, and a lot of the promoters out there. They want to promote and do stuff that promotes sort of that sort of blockchain technology. So not a whole lot of stuff that does the sort of counter argument of hey, you might not want to go, you might not want to push all your chips in, go all in with the crypto sort of stuff, and just trying to come up with a couple articles here to kind of reinforce Bear's point that you might want to be a little cautious before you go and do some of this stuff with the cryptocurrency stuff. So right away, this is from bleepingcomputer.com. It says a crypto platform mistakenly gives $90 million to users and then asks for a refund. $90 million. In a major blunder, A cryptocurrency platform, Compound, accidentally paid out 90 million among its users. Shortly after the mistake, the platform founder began asking its users to please return the money, or else they would be reported to the IRS and possibly doxxed, threatened the founder. I, I thought the whole point of the crypto stuff was that you were anonymous. How can you be doxxed? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. There we go. Let's see. A Compound is a Ethereum based. That's one of the cryptocurrencies out there. Ethereum based money market protocol that enables users to earn interest or borrow against collateral. Lenders can provide assets to Compound's liquidity pool and start earning compound interest with interest rates dictated automatically by supply and demand, or just accidentally when they just hand out $90 million. Yesterday, due to the erroneous upgrade process, the decentralized finance, a DeFi platform, ended up spilling out Ethereum assets worth $90 million to its users. So, a Compound probably thinks that they know what they're doing if they're doing all this stuff to basically make sort of, I guess, a bank out of the Ethereum money pool that they have there. So that's kind of interesting. You'd figure, hey, we know a thing or two about this sort of stuff and, been in it for years. And you have all these cyber people out there, making sure that things work and everything. Well, they screw up and they hand out $90 million to people. So, let's see. Compound's comptroller contract history shows, where all the Ethereum tokens went. So that's how they know where to find you and where to dox you. Compound's founder, Robert Lesnar, urged users who receive these Compound tokens in error to return these assets to the platform's time clock contract. To incentivize users, Lesnar stated that for their white hat behavior, they may be able to keep 10% as a reward. There you go. So he says, if you received a large encrypt amount of comp from the Compound protocol error, please return it to the Compound time clock, and you can keep 10% as a white hat. Otherwise, it's being reported as income to the IRS, and most of you are doxxed. Why would you do that? Yeah, I'm sure people are going to return it. Anyways, he goes on, I want my money back. Following the 90 million blunder, the value of Compound's native token dropped by around 13% within 24 hours of the tweet, although at the time of writing, the value is steadily climbing back up. There you go. So they screwed up on their end. They sent out $90 million, and if you held on to this token as far as as a investment or something like that, you would have lost money due to the incompetence of this guy, not only sending out $90 million, but also threatening people who got the money that they better return it. So, it's things, you may have everything under control. You may know what you're doing. You may, have it all locked up here. And it still could go pear-shaped here because, it's just not... I tell you what, it's just not as secure as it probably should be. All right, let's go on. So let's say you've found your platform and you're doing fine. They're not giving away $90 million or anything like that. You think you're doing okay. Let's see. Hackers bypass the Coinbase two-factor identification to steal customers' funds. Hackers use the Coinbase bug to bypass the SMS-based two-factor authentication to gain access to users' accounts. More than 6,000 users had funds stolen from their Coinbase wallets between March and May of 2021. There we go. Coinbase said that it would reimburse all affected users. So if you did have it taken out, the good people at Coinbase would give it back to you. So that's nice. It's not lost forever. More than 6,000 Coinbase users had their... we read all that. Let's see. The third party took advantage of a flaw in Coinbase's SMS account recovery process in order to receive a SMS two-factor authentication token and gain access to your account. As soon as Coinbase learned of the issues, we updated our SMS account a recovery protocol to prevent any further bypassing, I should say, of the authentication process. So again, you could be doing everything right, and the people at Coinbase had an issue there that messed it up, and they're taking money out of your account and everything. The good thing is they actually they were the ones that are at fault here, and they would reimburse all users who lost the funds. Let's see, some customers have already been reimbursed, and we will ensure all customers affected will receive the full value of what you lost. You should see this reflected in your account no later than today. There you go. So even if you're doing everything right with Coinbase and everything, hey, they could still it could still be stolen out of apparently your wallet here. So, well, let's just say you found a platform, you're using it, but you want to be super duper secure, and you take your USB stick or maybe your hard drive, and you unplug it, you air gap it and everything. You make sure that it's not connected to the internet. And there is kind of your investment or your portfolio or whatever. It's secure. It's not going anywhere. You're totally fine. Black Blaze data shows that solid-state hard drives are failing almost as often as hard drives. Cloud storage company Black Blaze has published new data showing its solid-state drive failures rates are as almost high as hard disk drives. In a recent blog post, Black Blaze explained its drive analysis for both SSDs and HDDs, which revolve around real-world use in live environment. The company uses a smart stack to check the drive health, and Black Blaze says that it doesn't know why. Oh, this is great. It doesn't know why its SSDs have such a high failure rate at this time. So anyways, they go through it and are finding out that, over time, again, they're doing stuff as a server-based cloud system. So, they have use on their solid-state drives, and have checked it out over time and everything, and basically have found out that your solid-state drives are kind of failing at a rate. Also, you really can't. If you're using it for archival purposes, let's just say you want to get your Mike Miller token or whatever, you want to pass it on to your kids, maybe a couple years down the line or something like that. So you save it on your hard drive there, or your solid state drive, and kind of put it away, put it in the safe or something like that. Well, I don't know, after, I think it's maybe 5 years, we really haven't had the data on it, but about 5 years you're looking at the length of time for your hard drive just sitting there. It doesn't even have to be doing anything, it just be sitting there. It's not really the best for archival stuff. So for example, Bear, whenever he's working on a video, let's say he's working on the Impossible Stars video, well, he's got a external solid state hard drive that he uses because it's really fast and everything, that he does all his work on. Well, once he's done, he backs it up, not only to one drive, but to 2 drives, just in case one of them fails. So, if you have your Mike Miller token out there and you're trying to keep it safe and everything on your solid state drive, well, it might not be there after 5 or 10 years. It might be corrupted, or something along those lines that might have went bad. So, anyways, not trying to discourage anybody from the sorts of NFT tokens or anything like that, but you definitely want to do your homework. There we go. Here's your hard drive failure. They don't know why either. Don't know why it's failing, but that's all right. That's all right. So anyways, you just want to be very safe and secure and make sure all your stuff is, locked up and safe. And I'm not really sure how the blockchain, I'm not sure if you can, copy that sort of blockchain to have it, in a separate, have it on 2 hard drives, for example, or something like that. So, Bear will have to do a little bit more research, or maybe just drop Bear a line down in the comment section there, and school Bear on all this crazy crypto stuff. So, anyways, there we are. There's all that sort of stuff. So let's see. I'm back at the Impossible Stars. So anyways, we will be doing a review of that. Looking very much forward to having that come up probably sometime this month, kind of going to be doing maybe a sort of a Halloween theme with it. So that'll be kind of interesting as well. So looking very much forward to that. So anyways, we did some good stuff here with some campaign updates. Check out USA Assassin Book 3. Looks like it's an interesting book there, and also of course, the other bear out there, RT Bear's got a great sequel to his black and white book there, so definitely check that out. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get the line art variant version, but hey, maybe pester Art there and maybe see if he'll bring it back a third time. We'll see. Anyways, definitely check out also Impossible Stars. Bear would recommend it. Just a couple caveats to it. It's a really, really good book. Almost made it a great status, but that's all right. That's all right. And of course, we did our crypto roundup as well. So there you go. All right. Well, let's see. A rat boy stopped by and actually asked Bear's first campaign. So went through with that. The Lone Star campaign. So there you go. There you are. Well, once again, thank everybody for showing up, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. Hey, hit that thumbs down button if you think it stinks. Bear will respond to either or. All right. Well, once again, it's not our normal Saturday show, so probably people got mixed up at the time and everything. But that's all right. We'll do it again. Do it again Wednesdays. It's Saturdays, usually at 8 o'clock. So hope to see you people then. But until then, we're just going to be heading back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrrrr.